Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dharma practitioners, during Buddha's time, there was an incident happened. There was an enlightened monk called Tissa. And this monk used to go to a place for Pindapata, for a house. So that house is owned by a gem cutter, ornament maker. And 12 years, this venerable monk, this enlightened monk, Venerable Tissa, used to go for Pindapata because that people invited to that monk, please every day come for our house. So he accepted that the invitation, and then 12 years he used to go. So the monk used to be very familiar for that house. So what happened, one day the monk was coming from that side, and then at the same time the king Bimbisara sent one of his soldier with the red gem to give it to this gem cutter and make an ornament like a ring or something. So the both reached to the home at the same time, the monk and the soldier from the palace. And this gem cutter, this person came forward, and he know the monk is very familiar and need to offer the dana, but this person coming from the palace, and it's a king order. So then he talked to the soldier, and the soldier gave the gem. And at the same time, what he was doing at home, he was cutting some meats for cooking, and he had blood in his hand. So with that blood, he took the gem and then put somewhere on a table and then worship the monk. And the soldier went and he worshipped the monk, and then he forget to take that gem, and he went back inside the house. So then what happened? In that house there was a bird. So these people used to feed meats, and with the blood, that red gem was on the table. This bird came and it thought it is a kind of like a meat maybe, and it took the gem and slow it. So then what happened? The monk saw this, and then they bought the dana and offer it to the monk. Then the person remembered the gem, and he looked at the gem, but he couldn't find it. And then he thought, because no one came, monk was in front of the house and no one came, even the soldier went back, and he knew, few minutes ago that he put the gem on the table. Now it disappeared. So he thought this monk took it. And he asked. The monk told, no, I didn't take it. But he didn't believe. Then what happened? He started to beat the monk. And he is very, very bad way, very, and giving hard time to this monk and try to ask, give me the gem, because otherwise the king going to punish this person. And he thought this monk took it. See, 12 years, this monk used to come to the house for Pindapata. But still, this person didn't understand, and there was no trust. So that's why in this life, especially, even as monks with the lay people, we have the relationships. But always our high priest and our elder monks always mention us that don't, with any relationship, no, you have to be very careful, because the trust, if you see during this Buddha's time, even the enlightened master 12 years used to come to this house every day. And the trust is, it's a very scary thing when it comes to people for something, even whatever they come to ideas, they can think something and they can go away. So that's why as monks that that our high priest and our elder master, the monks always told us, never ever depend on people. We do our best for people, but never ever depend on, or never ever wait or think that the people going to say something good, or that appreciate you, or even have build up a good friendship. There are good people, but when it come to life, you have to remember, if when it happen, if it can happen to a monk, you know and as a husband, wife, children, friends and family, you know anyone can suspect you, anyone can suspect you. And there is no way that you can think, no, this person not going to do that way, this person going to believe me. It will happen, when it come to relationship, it will happen. Of course, there are some good, relationship, the trust you build, but it is your responsibility. Don't depend on it. Don't depend on it. Don't hope that other person will trust you. No, you do your best. That's it. And so then what happened? He start to beat this monk and giving hard time, and this monk died. And before he died, what happened? So now he tied that monk to the chair and start to beat, and all the blood start to come. So this bird used to blood, to come to the smell of the blood, because I think these people used to feed every day, maybe meat. This person, maybe he eating meat, too much. That's why he gets so mad and angry sometimes. So somehow, then the blood start to go all over the floor, and the bird came for that blood. Then this person got so mad, and still the monk didn't tell the bird took it, because if the monk tell that, he going to kill that bird. This monk already enlightened, and maybe he thought, this innocent animal, why if I tell that this, because of that my word, this person going to kill the animal. And so somehow what happened, when the bird came and tried to drink the blood, this person got so mad about even the bird and kick the bird. See, when you get mad, when you get angry, it doesn't matter how, what the relationship that you have. Another person cannot see that. That's the very ugly thing with the anger. So then be very careful. So when, in details, there are a lot of things. It is just not a story. It is about our life. That is why, it is a very raw, rough level of organic life, through these stories you can see. And so then that the monk, before that monk passed away, and he saw that how the bird died, how what this guy did to that bird. And then monk asked, look, that bird died or not? Then he looked at the bird and he knew the bird died. And then the monk told, then, you know, you can find inside this bird that you are gem. And this person was so shocked. And he apologized. But already monk was so weak, and a lot of blood. and went out of the body, and the monk passed away. And the bird and died and became a son of that the same house, that his wife became pregnant. That bird came and born as a child. And then this person died and went to the lower existence. And the woman, with the great respect, and used to do 12 years offer the dana. And when the that woman died, she went to the heaven. So the enlightened master attained to the enlightenment. So once he passed away, it's over. So see, these four things happen. One attained to the enlightenment, one went to the hell, one went to the heaven, and one became a human. So Buddha heard this the story, and then the Buddha gave the sermon, and regarding according to your thoughts, where you go, how it can happen. So when it comes to karma, there are four kind of karmas. One is dark karma or black karma, and the one is white or the bright karma, and third one is black and white, dark and bright, both together, and the fourth one is no colors, neither black or white. So when it comes to karma, what is the karma? And so we have three actions: bodily action, verbal action, mental action. So how this karma happens? Karma happens according to your thoughts. Mental action, that is the most important and powerful thing. So then mainly two kind of karma. If you have a good thought in your mind, and with that, whatever you do with the good, whatever you do or whatever you say, and the outcome going to become good. But with the bad or unprofitable skills, or the greed, hatred, or the delusion, if you with that thought, if you do any action, maybe the action may be so comfortable for others, so nice, beautiful, everybody appreciate, but outcome going to be bad. So Buddha mentioned, Chetanaham bhikkave kammang vadami. So that's mean the intention is your karma. According to your intention, your karma happen. And how it happened? Manasache paduttena bhasativa karotiva. So manasache paduttena, that's mean if you have the dark thoughts in your mind, or if with the bad intention, or if you have the greed, hatred, or the delusion in your mind, with that intention, bhasativa karotiva. If you say something or do something, bhasati means if you say, and karoti or bodily action. See, in that place, it doesn't say your bodily action should be right or wrong. The important thing, manasa che paduttena, if the mind is polluted, bhasativa karo, whatever that you say or do, it's going to bring a bad karma. Manasache paduttena bhasativa karotiva tatonang dukkamang veti. Chakkangva vahato padam. That's how it comes. But the important thing is here that mostly, maybe with the unhappy mind, when you do some good things and you think, oh, you do good karma. No, it cannot happen. So that is the Buddha's teaching. It's directly go to the beginning point. And sometimes, so then the other part of it, Manasache pasannena. That's mean with the happy. That's mean with the good, or in a profitable way, or with the very clear mind, or with the loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and wisdom. If you do the bhasativa karotiva, tatonang sukamang veti. So bhasativa karotiva, whatever that you do, your bodily action or the verbal action, maybe if the intention is good, if the intention is, your main idea is good, maybe your words can be very bad and your action can be very bad. And people criticize the action. But if your thought is good, if the beginning point is good, tatonang sukhamang veti chaya anapaini, like the shadow never leave your body, the good result going to come with you. So then what I want to mention, so according to the say that one person according to the dark karma or the black karma went to the lower existence or the hell. And that woman used to offer dana with the great respect for 12 years. As a result of that, and she accumulated a lot of good karma. So that's mean white karma. She went to the higher existence. And the good and bad both together, that bird, and through the sansaric journey, accumulated some, and then as a result of some bad karma, it became animal, but then it has opportunity to get out of it and then attain to the human existence. And the monk, not bad or good, and already attained to the enlightenment, and because of that once passed away and then didn't come back anymore. So then you have to remember in day-to-day life that whatever you do, always be very careful with your mind, what is in your mind. With any kind of greed, hatred, and the delusion, only three things, not a kind of like a, big chart. You need to remember, no, greed, hatred, and the delusion, very simple, you know. So always remember, never do anything, never say anything. Because maybe we try to, please other people. And as you already know, life will go and things will change by time. And if you done anything for other people sometimes, and then the very next day, they forget it. See that monk, even 12 years, used to come there and it just, disappeared. When something come and things can change. But yourself, to please other people, please to please your wife and to make happy your husband or wife or children or parents, never do anything related to greed, hatred, and the delusion, because that is what finally going to help for you. That's the important thing. And if you do something, that people will go away by the time, and end of this life, no one can help. Only you, whatever you accumulate within yourself, going to help for you until you attain to the nibbana. So then as soon as possible, you have to practice for that. But till that, always remember, whenever you have opportunity to do something, whenever you have opportunity to take a decision in your heart, never take any decision related to greed, hatred, and the delusion. You have power. That is the real willpower. You have power to select anything with the loving kindness, generosity, compassion, and the wisdom. So transform that. Do it with the in the deeply in your heart. Maybe the bodily action or verbal action can be very rough and very ugly, and no one going to accept it, but it is okay. You know why? And sometimes for the moment people accept it, but in long term, everybody recognize that is not the right decision. Look at the world. Look at how the worldly leaders behave. Whole country bring a person to the presidency, and look how they behave. And you can see, then whole country took a decision, it is wrong. Look, then how about you and me? So that don't depend on this conventional life of people's decision. People say things, they have no idea. And people say things and they have no very clear idea. That's why you have to have kalyana mitra, the good friends close by to you. And people just whatever they hear, they say. Whatever come to their mind, they say. Don't go with it. you know so but yourself, be very clear. Keep clear your heart. It will help for others, and it will help for you. For any reason, never get into black karma or dark karma. And as much as try to perform the good things, and finally, and get out of that good also. So then there is a moment come, you can perform action, no feedback or no the outcome or no any that result going to come. That is enlightenment. So that is where we keep going, and always remember yourself in day-to-day life, in your capacity, that you have 100% authority and capability, strength with your mind. So that is what called awareness. Use it. That is why you came to this human world. You have to use it. If you use it for a one day, you will see this entire universe going to change. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life during this time period. May everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.